Alrighty, welcome to a live reaction to Clannad episode 13. I think it's the Garden of Memories. And this is the subbed version, this is not the dubbed version. And also this is non-blind. And other than that, I am Cool Guy for you. And let's get to this. All aboard the Fields train. Choo choo. Oh boy. I think this is going to be the one. Why won't that get off the screen? There we go. So Tomoya and Kotomi knew one another when they were young. Don't you dare make me tear up again. We're not gonna cry. Anime has not gotten us to cry yet. Don't you dare recommend me stuff that'll make me tear up or cry. She didn't know if she wanted to remember back then or not. Here's the intro. Well. The last thing I want is... I think we've been fine though at 5%. We've been fine at 5%, so volume 5%. I just don't want anything to be picked up from this mic from these. It's quite close, so I don't want no risk of the channel. We're not risking it in any way. We will abide by all the rules. And certainly promote good anime by reacting to it. And Tearjerker animes. What are we doing? What are we doing, Mr. Snuggles? Where has he gone? Oh, that music. Don't do that to me, please. Those who pursue truth must not be arrogant. Just because it can't be proven scientifically, you must not laugh at miracles. You must not deny your eyes the beauty of this world. Oh, dang it. Those were my father's words. Why was I named Kotomi? I'm already tearing up. Dang it. The world is composed of countless harps that cannot be seen by the naked eye. Koto would be Japanese for harp. The world is filled with harps, and each one plays a different tune. All those tunes intertwine with each other, and a unique melody is born. Although I suppose this is just commentary, not a live reaction, but commentary. That's why the world is something beautiful? Did you say? I missed it. Little Kotomi, spelled with 3 cute hiragana. Kiss on the face. Okazo, Taoza. My house, the yard, father and mother. That's what my world was composed of. And she's playing violin at a young age. I wonder if that butterfly we keep seeing is kind of symbolic of something I'm not aware of. Her and Tomoya meet. It was probably a different butterfly, but still. There are a lot of flowers. So they kind of talk. Kotomi. Tomoya intimidated by the mom seeing him in the yard. I was alone at school. Because I read books my classmates wouldn't and thought of things they wouldn't. But this boy, Tomoya, seemed a little different from the boys I knew at my school. Yes, I want a doll of a bear for my birthday. I'll find you the cutest bear then. To be honest, I didn't mind what I got as a present. A book said girls usually wanted dolls, so I only copied that. But they had to go on an important business trip. Both his parents. Or her parents. But we promised that you'd both be here for my birthday. Tomoya will even be there. He'll come with his friends. The mom prepped the food, and she's telling her to just go about it without them. She's calling them liars. She says she hates them both. They said they'll ship a big bear to them, or her, for her birthday. She just said that they hate them. She hates them. Nobody came on my birthday. Oh, that's sad. The housemaid got sick too, so I was alone. Tomoya didn't show up. Little girl all alone, that's the weakness. Little girls. And she answers the door, and it's the guy who she associated as the bad guy. He shouldn't have answered it either. She's unaware of what happened to her parents. He explained it all to her. The plane malfunctioned and sank in the ocean. A very important paper sank with them. Spare copy in father's study, maybe. The paper was important to the world and had to be found. She's breaking down. This person had to be a bad person. He was here to take away something important of father's. That's what she thought. I'll become a very good girl from now on. I will never say anything selfish anymore. I'll study a lot too. I'll read lots of books and become smart too. She's kind of like praying. So dear God, I beg you, please bring father and mother back. She's crying and praying. Please bring them back to me. I knew this was going to be a bit rough. Because it's not blind. She's crying, watching the news of it. Gosh darn it. She's going to answer the phone, hoping it's her parents. They're just all alone in the house. And she trips. She just wants to be a good girl now. It wasn't because you did anything wrong. It wasn't because you did anything wrong. Told not to go in his office, but the last place she's gonna search. She figured the paper she found had to be what the guy talked about, and that it caused her parents to disappear. That it's wrong to be important. She no longer cared about the world. She wanted mom and dad. So she lights it up and burns the paper. And cries. And it starts to catch the room on fire. And she breaks down. she did that. Alright, so it went back to the present. She started doing that to atone for her sins, perhaps. Collected everything about, every bit of information about her parents. So she started collecting pages from books as well that mentioned them. That's why she was cutting everything. This is why she liked the bear costume Tomoyo was wearing. She wanted to become smart and follow in their footsteps, trying to express the foundation of this world using the most beautiful words. Something that must be told to everyone in the world. It's something nobody else can copy, not even me. But if I don't do it, God won't forgive me for burning the paper. Tomoya, you gotta comfort these girls. Holy moly. She doesn't want to experience anything that sad again, losing somebody she cares about. That'll do it for you. That'll do it for you. So she stopped coming from school. The teacher's telling him about the offer she has to go overseas. I knew this would be a rough episode. I've teared up like 3 times now. And I'm quite tired out. So he's talking to Nagisa now. It's still funny how I have to look like right under the camera to actually be spot on in the video, staring right back at you. Alright. Tomoya is examining her backyard, pondering about her, hoping she is well. And he's starting to fix up her backyard. AKA turn it into what it used to. Turn it nice, make it pretty again, and just be nice to her. That soundtrack just so he's talking to Nagisa now, who showed up. She's asking about the yard. Wonder what we should do after this one. Probably something associated to El Sai Kanguru, but we'll see. Daijoubu desu. No. Her birthday's in... Kotomi's birthday is in like 4 days or something. I still kind of wish it would have, there's the commercial break bit, but I still wish it would have kind of gave more time to, well, I can't really quite say it yet until the end of, well, till the start of next season, kinda. But a relationship, let's just say. I wish there would have been kind of more time given to the relationship. You know, show it off more instead of other dumb minor story arcs which weren't needed at all. Alright, so Tomoya's taking care of the yard more, pulling out every weed by hand, bagging them up. Those weeds are just... Weeds are so annoying. Probably better to... Oh, he found an old brick area for a flower bed to divide it up. But you're better to put something over an area to get rid of the weeds, and then kind of make a spot through it and plant your plant there, and then keep it that way it'll keep it weed free. Some sort of, I don't know what there is for it, but there's probably some sort of black plastic, something like that. That's the way to really go about it, because then it even stays warm. Oh boy. Korra. The violin they wanted to give Nagisa Ichinose broke when a crazy motorcyclist zoomed past them really close. So they have to get that fixed and give it to her on her birthday. Oh, Kyou, your voice actor or actress. She sounds nice. So cute. Kawaii. They went to a music shop bit, and they want the guy to fix it, the violin, and they want that special one fixed, the old one that she liked, but it's an impossible challenge. I like Kyou's attitude. She's like such a fighter, and her and Kyou and Ryou really are like polar opposite personalities in that way. Kyou has the confidence to be forward and strong, and Ryou isn't so. She's quite the opposite. So that's pretty good. So they took it to another dude, and he says it'll take way too long. Cut it down to 2 days, please. Kyou getting angered. Her voice actor, there's just something about her voice actor that sounds so nice. That kind of angle shot of her leg. Just mentioning it. I wasn't looking. So he's showing the progress on the yard, but he might not make it given the progress. Kotomi, One-chan. So they all want to help him take care of the yard and fix it up. He wants them to go home, or their parents will be worried. Kyou takes off. And the others do as well. See, I don't know. If the roles were reversed, and if it was the genders reversed, and if I was then the dudes, one of the dudes, I would totally stay and spend time with the chick. Just saying. So he's taking care of the weeds, one by one. That has got to be annoying, but buried memories of when he was a kid. See, his heart is just wanting her to be decent. He's just worrying about her, wanting to. He sure has the female options. My goodness. Spending that much time with all these different girls? Wow. That would be pretty impressive to have that many friends as girls. They all show up again and want to help, so they sacrifice their idea and want to help. So he's letting them. Only 30 minutes though. And now he ponders, yeah, he's not alone. He's not alone. He's got friends to help with another friend. Nagisa thinks she saw the curtain move from the window. So Kotomi may have been looking out. At least that's what it tried to indicate to us. Has it been a full video since I said I wanted like a 10-year update version visually for this series? I better not mention it in this video. Oh, well, that's the end of the video. Wow, that went by quick. Wow. So here's the outro. Alright, so in advance, thank you very much for watching. We're going to watch to the end, but I'll just do my typical spiel at the end. If you want to help me out, you can, thumbs up the video. I always call it like. But, so, like the video if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, share if you want. That would be cool. But we are definitely going to plow through the rest of this little by little. We're not in a rush. Such a beautiful, beautiful anime. So we're gonna stay until the teaser, then we'll be ending the video with my outro saying. The rabbits are waving their hands from the big moon. Rabbits and the moon are even an interesting topic outside of all this. I gotta get multiple channels or something. Alright, here's the teaser. Oh, that music, don't do that to me. I already teared up like 3 times in the first half of this episode. And today I always remembered the boy who wandered into my yard. I didn't say the first bits of that saying thing. I really, really liked that boy. So, Kotomi cared about him. He was my only friend. So I kept waiting for him. Dang it, don't do that to me. Episode 14, the theory of everything. Alright, I just got one more tear up at the end there. Dang it, Clannad, you are really good. Alright, so, be looking forward to the next video. Probably going to tear up yet again in that. So, that'll be episode 14, so definitely see me there. You will definitely see me there. So, alright, so, Tearjerker cool.